Aloha and welcome. It's Renee and recording my podcast, which I've been doing live. It's been kind of fun and successful to record these live. By the way, if you have a friend that's not on Facebook, let them know that I do record these on YouTube as well. I know there's some people out there that don't do Facebook, so you can find it on YouTube as well as the podcast. So like iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. I record them live like this, like you see me today. Thanks for being here. But then I upload them to the podcasting sites later. So give me about 4 hours, 3, sometimes less, but give me some time to get it up there onto iTunes. So if you ever want to share any of these with somebody and they aren't on Facebook or any of the other platforms, know that there's several platforms to find me on. You can share from iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud. The live versions are fun though because we get to see each other, right? Right? I see you, in theory, right? Anyway, thanks for being here. And today I'm talking about 5 reasons to simplify your skincare routine. For those of you who don't know, maybe you're new to me, I am a well-known yoga instructor and Ayurveda instructor, as well as a master herbalist and a licensed esthetician in both Colorado and Hawaii. So my podcast can range from many things, like from obviously skincare today to yoga and breathing and meditation. And also there is a little niche that some people don't know about. I'm also a graphic designer. So if anybody out there ever needs any freelancing for graphic design or help putting together your own website, podcast, or anything like that, let me know. I obviously wear many hats. That's what happens whenever you get to be in your late 40s, right? Is by now I've held more than several hats, and I love to utilize all those materials. Anyways, I'm straying away from our subject today. So our subject today is 5 reasons to simplify your skincare routine. Now, my reasoning for this podcast is, or what I mean by this is, stepping outside of the makeup counter. I know Estee Lauder and L'Oreal and them aren't going to be too happy with someone like me doing a podcast like this. But let me tell you, they are multi-billion-dollar companies. Now, kudos to them, because I would love for my business to be a multi-billion-dollar company, right? Wouldn't anybody? But let me tell you, when somebody gets to that level, when they get to be a multi-billion-dollar company, they don't know you like I know you. They are a big, huge corporation, and they are pumping out product like crazy. Some of it's tested on animals. Some of it's using ingredients from animals, like even from like sharks and horse. Don't even get me into the details of it. But if you knew even what was in some of those skincares, like horse, actually, it's the urine that they're cultivating. Just to be honest with you. So when you are buying these products from these multi-billion-dollar companies, you honestly don't know what you're getting unless you're a big researcher like me and digging deep into those ingredients. As far as having the squalene or the shark cartilage and stuff like that in products, the way sharks are treated is absolutely horrible to get those ingredients. And there's many other things like that, like horse and shark, that can be in your products and you don't even know it. And so, yeah, that right there is like maybe number 6 reason for simplifying your skincare routine. I truly believe, so I have a lot of allergies, or over the years have discovered a lot of insensitivities, intolerances, allergies, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it's led me down this path of having to troubleshoot what works for my body and what doesn't. And I know many of you out there are similar to me. Some people have succumbed to adult acne, or even if you are a teenager or you have a teenager that has acne, some people just say, well, it's just my body. I have large pores and anything I put on it clogs those pores, and so therefore I have acne. I'm here to tell you that that may not be the full truth. And troubleshooting and figuring out what your skin needs, what it likes, what it resonates with, I'll admit sometimes isn't easy, especially if you're going to all those makeup counters or even at the grocery store shopping those shelves. That actually makes it harder. You think you're simplifying it by buying a package that says for sensitive skin or for acneic skin, only to go home and try it and it doesn't clear up whatever you have going on, or it even makes troubles worse, right? So you think you're simplifying because you're trying to read the bold print where it says for sensitive skin or for acneic skin or whatever it says. But let me tell you, about 90% of the products out there for sensitive skin, which I consider my skin sensitive, 90% of the products out there that say for sensitive skin, I am still allergic to, because especially if they're using nut oils, I can't do anything with nuts. They'll still sometimes have possibly an essential oil or something in it that doesn't agree with me, or fragrance. Even if they say they're unscented, if you really truly read the labels, there's generally something in there to make it sure that it smells palatable, even though it's unfragranced. They're putting something in it to make sure that it doesn't smell rancid or raw, right? Okay, so there's still a very good chance that even if something that says for sensitive skin, you could still react to. Now, without getting into all those deep ingredients, I want to just focus on the 5 benefits of simplifying. So obviously, also one of the benefits. So let's move on to the 5. Let's say that, okay? So my first benefit is that you can treat the whole body. So meaning from head to toe. Our skin is the largest organ of our body. And if you've listened to my other podcasts, I've said it a million times. Our skin's the largest organ of our body. So that means from the top of my head all the way down to the tip of my toes. That is your skin, not just right under my eyes here or my face that you see visibly. So by simplifying your routine and buying something larger than a tiny jar of eye cream, you can take care of your whole body. Now, what goes along with whole body is a little bit of diet. Now, I'm not going to get into diet today because that really makes a podcast longer. But today we're talking topically. But to think about your whole body or taking care of your skin and your whole body, it does include consumption, what you're putting in your body. But today we're talking about how to simplify the routine topically. So let's say, for instance, this big boy, right? Big old bottle of organic virgin coconut oil. Especially on sale, you can get it for $20 or less. And this is like 84 ounces, I think. Yeah, 84 ounces of organic coconut oil goodness. Now, there could be somebody out there that's allergic to it and they shouldn't use coconut oil. But so let's say there's olive oil you can buy out there, $20 for a big old thing of organic olive oil. You name it. There's different oils out there, safflower, sunflower. All of those are going to be good for you too. I do recommend trying to buy organic though, because I mean, face it, $20 for this big thing as opposed to $200 for a small jar of eye cream. I think you can splurge for organic. So please splurge for organic and your body will love you, so will your health. Anyways, that big bottle will last me several months and I can use it from head to toe and has several benefits. Now, just because coconut oil is what's kind of considered like maybe a single ingredient, meaning when you read the ingredient list, it doesn't list out 100 things, right? But that doesn't mean that it has single benefit. It has several benefits. The MCT oils in it, the lauric acid, the caprylic acid, a lot of those are good for our immune system on the inside, as well as antioxidants on the outside. Caprylic is good for fungal issues. So our feet, as well as our scalp, sometimes can have fungal issues. So using coconut oil from head to toe and everything in between has several benefits, even though it's only one ingredient. So I really want you to get away from the thought of thinking that one ingredient only has a single use. It does not. It has several uses. It's even good for your hair, can moisturize your hair. So Again, $20, 84 ounces, and it covers my whole body, the largest organ of my skin. Even whenever I use it for baking or salad dressing or food, eating it, consuming it, then it's helping my skin even from the inside out. So, which number two reason, all right, so number one was whole body, but number two kind of got wrapped into that. Whenever I talk about these things, I can't help but talk about all the benefits at once. So the number two reason would be so you can control your ingredients. So I've already mentioned somebody who has a lot of sensitivities or allergies or even acneic skin, you're not sure what's causing it, what's going on. So the number two reason would be to control your ingredients and using a single ingredient. Now, I've already mentioned that just because coconut oil appears to be a single ingredient, it has multiple benefits. So again, if you have acneic skin, if you have whiteheads, deep pores that are really sensitive and sore, it's a form of infection, right? It's what's called a localized infection. It's local to this region or wherever you're breaking out, even if it's on your back. It's a localized infection. So I already mentioned that coconut oil has benefits of antifungal, antibacterial, and such. So putting that on you could possibly help soothe those. Now, I'm not a doctor or dermatologist. I am a licensed esthetician, so I am allowed to talk about benefits of things to a certain extent. But this also being a video, I can't diagnose you through a video that's meant for the masses to listen to. So definitely, if you need to see a doctor or you want to make a consultation with me one-on-one, we can discuss these things further. If you're a little bit confused and you're not sure what to use, definitely find somebody who can help you out, whether it's locally, an esthetician, a dermatologist, your family doctor, whatever. However, I do want to say that doctors often are heavily booked. Bless their hearts, they're busy, but they don't have an hour to sit down and talk to you about what's going on with your body. So sometimes finding someone, an esthetician, where you're going to get a facial and for an hour you're with them, they're working with your skin, they're really going to get to know your skin, or even a chat with me, right? I'm going to give you more time than possibly the doctor's office. So those are the benefits, but you know your options. All right, number three, I've already actually even talked about as well. Save money. Again, $20-ish for a huge tub of coconut oil or even olive oil, sunflower seed oil, whatever oil you're buying, even rosehip. Rosehip is a very delicious oil that's good for the skin as well. It is going to be pricey. It's going to be more than $20 and you're going to get a smaller bottle than this. But if you bought rosehip oil from a makeup counter, they're barely going to give you a half an ounce for like $40 or $50. But if you search online, Star West Botanicals and Mountain Rose Herbs are a couple of websites that I use to order my rosehip oil from. And you can easily get 4 to 8 ounces or even 16 ounces. Now, rosehip oil being a little bit more expensive, you might spend $80 to $100 to get 8 to 16 ounces of rosehip oil. But again, do you know how much 8 ounces, I don't know what, this little jar of water is a like 16-ounce jar, I do believe. So, even half of that, 8 ounces of that for, say, $80 is more than a 1-ounce jar of skin cream from Estee Lauder, okay? And you can use it on your whole body if you want. So while rosehip does seem to be a little bit more pricey, getting 8 ounces of it for, say, $80 is still going a lot further than spending $80 on a half an ounce, okay? So yeah, number 3 is saving you money. So it's going to save you money in the long run. And again, you can use it on your whole body. When you do buy that $200 jar of eye cream or face cream, you treat it like gold, right? It's almost like that fine china that's in the cabinet that you only use on Sundays or for special occasions, right? Because you're trying to savor it and make it last forever. Well, you know what? Your skin needs these ingredients. So why buy something that you're afraid to use, because then you got to go buy more, right? Right? That's our biggest fear, is getting to the bottom of that $200 eye cream and realizing, shit, I got to go buy more. Right? I'm telling you, rose hip oil is amazing around the eyes, and you're going to be able to get 8 to 16 ounces for $80 to $100. All right. So again, first was the whole body benefit, which I keep coming back to. Number 2 was being able to control your ingredients and know what you're putting on your body. And again, coconut oil, if you put that on your body and you react to it, then you know, oh, no more coconut oil for me. Then you'll move on to olive oil or avocado oil or sunflower oil. You'll move on to a different oil and try that, right? Just try that by itself. See how things go. Give it a couple weeks, see how it goes. Also, saving money. So, along with that, I also want to mention honey is another one of my favorite ingredients. You can cleanse your skin with it. You can use it as a little mask before you hop in the shower. Once again, head to toe. So, athlete's foot, honey would even be good for something like athlete's foot, or if you have other things going on throughout your body, because it's also antifungal, antibacterial-ish. So any irregular skin reactions on your body or growth, honey is going to help with that. Again, single ingredient. This jar that is 30 ounces cost me, I think, $12.99. It's also local. It's Hawaiian. So whatever state or wherever you live, see if you can buy local and support your local community. And yeah, super amazing. And this one is raw and organic for $12.99, right? Again, 30 ounces. It sure beats a $200 jar. Or even if you're spending $30 on an 8-ounce tube of washing your skin, that's only 8 ounces. This is 30 ounces, and you can use it head to toe, okay? So number 4 reason is the environment. Knowing that it's much better for the environment. Granted, when I'm done with this bad boy in a year, 6 months to a year, it depends on how much I bake too, right? If I truly just use this for my skin, I'd probably have it for a year or more. But it just depends on how much you're going to use. If I make a batch of soap, so I make my own coconut oil soap. So if I make a batch of soap, I'm going to use a good portion of this, probably about 3/4 of this for a batch of my own soap. So then I will go through it quicker, but then I have soap for like a year, okay? So granted, I do eventually have to throw this container away, and that does break my heart. I hope to get it into maybe some kind of recycling program, and it gets broke down. Recycling has become an issue these days, though. There's so much recycling in the world that it's not all getting recycled, if anybody keeps up with that. So while I might have to eventually pitch this thing, I have turned these into planters before, though. I'm a total reuse person. Poke holes in the bottom and put a flower in it. Put maybe a wicker basket or something around it so that nobody knows that it's a coconut oil container, and then put some flowers in it. Right? We can get creative and reuse things. You can also use it, clean it out really good, and store other things in it that. Down here in Hawaii, we got to keep things air safe because the humidity, things will go stale or soggy. So anyway, I'm going to get several uses out of this thing, from cookies to skincare before it even hits the landfill. But yes, eventually it probably will hit a landfill. I can hope. That's called wish cycling, right? Whenever we put it in recycling, we're wishing, we're hoping it gets recycled, and it makes us feel better to at least wish and hope. But anyways, but just think, 84 ounces. That is 84 1-ounce jars of Estee Lauder or L'Oreal, right? Your skin cream, look at it. Most of them are only 1 ounce. And then they whip it. Sometimes they whip it to make it look creamy. So the jar might look bigger than 1 ounce because it's been spun and whipped. So it may appear to be more than 1 ounce, or it might be 1.5 ounces. But this thing is equivalent to 84 Estee Lauder containers of skincare cream. Okay? So put that into perspective. And some of those skincare cream jars, they're super thick because they're even trying to make the jar look a little bit bigger. They're thick, they're hollowed out in the bottom, whatever they can do to make it bigger. And you're throwing 84 of those into the landfill. So that's my justification there for that. So for the environment, sometimes we do buy things in bulk, try and reuse what you can, and I'm going to get a lot of benefit out of this as opposed to buying 1 ounce at a time. Okay, so, and then my number 5 reason is self-love. So really 1, 2, 3, and 4 add up to self-love, right? You have to have some self-love and care about these things. You need to care about your body from head to toe. You need to take the time to think about what you're using on your skin and if it's working for you. So you need to care enough to have a mind-body connection to know if something's working for you or not, so that you can nix it or buy more of it if it works well for you. Save money, right? So you need to care enough about your situation that you're going to save money and look towards your future. That money could go towards a vacation with your family and friends versus always having to put it all into your skin, because you don't have to put that much money into your skin, is what I'm trying to tell you. And then number 4, you have to love yourself enough and love the environment enough to know that you're trying to simplify things so that you're not creating as much waste in this world. Even the packaging for a lot of those skincare creams even come in the box, and then it's got the seal on it. It's just a lot of packaging when you think about it for all your cosmetics. Look at your bathroom counter next time, how much packaging you have laying around. And so number 5 is all about self-love. So number 5 reason, self-love. Your body will thank you. Your body will appreciate it. And honestly, the benefits are outstanding. The benefits of using rose hip oil, evening primrose oil, or anything like that. There are several benefits. These are like what I call super ingredients. I've made a whole book. It's 28 pages. 28 pages, 8.5 by 11 if you wanted to print it out. It's an ebook, PDF ebook, 8.5 by 11, 28 pages, that covers everything I just talked about, covers it more in depth, explains a lot of these things, as well as has some little recipes in there on how to put it together. So like using pumpkin or papaya on your skin. How would you go about using just some pumpkin? So fall is coming up, pumpkin season's coming up. How can maybe you use some of that pumpkin on your skin? My book, it's super ingredients for whole body, holistic skin care. And basically it's based on DIY, but if you're not a DIY person, don't get scared, because you don't have to get too crazy. Again, just buying this tub of coconut oil and putting it on your body is just as easy as buying a jar of skincare cream or lotion with a pump and putting it on your body, okay? So you don't have to mix ingredients and get crazy, super crazy. You can use all the ingredients singly. However, my book does have a few recipes in it, like, for instance, adding cornstarch or arrowroot to the papaya or pumpkin to kind of thicken it up so that when you put it on your body, your whole body, you can put papaya and pumpkin on your whole body. But to thicken it up so that it spreads easier. So just those little tips are in it on how you can do that. It also focuses on a little bit why you should rotate your ingredients. So even there's days or weeks or months where I don't use coconut oil at all, and I'm all about olive oil or sunflower oil, just to give my body a break. It's good to rotate these things so that your body doesn't start to build an intolerance to it. So my book covers all that. And how to use honey, the different types of honey, the different oils, what oils work better for what skin type. So naturally oilier skins are gonna wanna lean more towards grapeseed oil, your lighter oils. Really, really dry skin are gonna do very well with coconut oil. I believe coconut oil is good for all skin, but especially dry skin is gonna do well with your heavier oils. So all of that is included in the book, so you can have it around as a handy go-to. It's digital, so again, we're being mindful of the environment and our footprint. And how much waste we have. Or if you move a lot like I do, moving from the mainland to Hawaii, there was very few things I could take with me. So having things in an ebook these days has been very handy because it's either on my phone or my computer. Anyways, it's on my website. My website is reneestahl.online. Make sure you don't try and go to a .com. It's a .online. So just think of me, Renee Stahl, .online, okay? So you're finding me online, and you can shop my online store, and the ebook is in there for purchase. And I have been offering a discount. The discount will be written down in the show notes for you. I've been offering a discount for anybody who listens to my podcast, live and the podcast versions. So definitely check it out. I think you will appreciate it. What you spend on the book, if you use, full price of the book is $9.99. With the discount, obviously you're going to get it less than $9.99. But what you spend on that could save you hundreds by avoiding the billion-dollar cosmetic industries. Yes, I don't like to speak ill of anything or anybody, but you really don't know what you're getting whenever a company turns into a multi-billion-dollar company and they're pushing product out there, testing it on animals, using animals for ingredients. And so taking things into your own hands, your own control, simplifying your skincare routine, and the benefits of it. While I may have listed 5 today, I think in everything I said, we are taking away more than 5 benefits. There's several benefits and reasons to do this. So thank you for being here today. Again, my website is www.reneestahl.online. I'll put all that in the notes for these videos and my podcast so that you can find me. And I would much appreciate it, because as a small business, since I'm not a multi-billion-dollar business, I appreciate your support in purchasing the things that I create for my community, because I create these things with love, and definitely I have my best intentions are in mind, and your health matters to me because I have time to take the time. Yes. And thank you for being here today. So with peace, love, abundance, I leave you with this, and namaste.